Hello everyone and welcome back to the Swift Pack. There's an eagle flying in the distance. I don't think Moxie appreciates that, but at least now that we're at the Rendezvous site, I don't think they can really bother us too much more. So let's leave the puppies in the grass, honestly, and see how... Okay, yeah, we gotta do some serious territory work today. I think we'll head out here. We'll leave right away. Is Percy... Percy, I would rather you stay back with the pups, honestly, because it's mostly just gonna be territory marking. Yep, he's gonna go back home, and this way they'll be looked after, and the affinity won't decay as much, because I think Moxie's gonna have quite a lot on her plate. We're gonna have a lot of marking to do, and hopefully it won't require too much skirmishing, because it's only reclaiming what we've already lost. So once we get to the point of hunting, then we'll probably need to have... Oh dear, there are stranger wolf smell, though. I wonder if that's just wolves from yesterday. But once we get to the point of hunting, which we'll have to do at some point here, I think we'll call Percy to come help us, but for now, it's gonna be better to send Moxie off on her own. Oh, this actually works out. There is a Bison Bowl carcass here. We'll go ahead, we'll call Percy over to come get a bite to eat. He's been hanging back with the pups as we requested he do, but we'll let him come eat here because we've gotten pretty close to done with marking the lower territory, and the upper territory won't be as bad, I think. We should be able to do that fairly quickly and hopefully not take too long. Of course, with Moxie's challenge, you can only hunt mule deer, or doe mule deer specifically, but she is allowed to scavenge off carcasses if she finds them. So in this case, we are allowed to take advantage of this carcass, and it is quite a large one. So hopefully it'll last us for a bit. Now, Moxie's story is drawing to a close. As you can see, Mayhem is at almost 16 pounds, and we just have to get the pups to 20. So some of you guys are probably wondering what happens when Moxie does hit that the end of the story, when the pups grow up. You stay the heck away. Well, there's a couple options that we have, and I will let you guys vote on what we're gonna do. So it's been fun to have challenge series. I really like it, and I do want to keep doing this. However, we will also have Lost Tales happening at some point again, and what's probably going to happen is for a little bit that will take this slot as our challenge series. However, I would like to still throw in some more stories that aren't from Lost Tales, and the kind of distinction that I'm going to make between those is Lost Tales, of course, we have a challenge, we have to do our best to stick to it, but if we can't, we get penalized rather than just the series can't go on. In Moxie's case, she's not allowed to hunt a doe mule deer under any circumstances. She can't do it, or not allowed to hunt anything other than a doe mule deer under any circumstances. Whereas with our Lost Tales challenge, those, if we had a wolf that had the same challenge, they could break that in order to have their pack survive. However, we'd receive some negative bonuses to the ones that we've earned from that series. So it's a little bit different, and I want to try to do some challenges here that kind of preserve that difference, things that where we can really push the limits, but there's more risk, whereas in Lost Tales, there's a little bit of a smaller risk. We can break the challenge if we need to, however, it's going to have a smaller negative impact on the pack story as a whole and the story of our legacy. So that's kind of the distinction I want to make. So this will be swapping out with Lost Tales. However, Moxie's pups will all be getting a challenge as well, and there's also the option to come back and play as Moxie herself. So what I'll let you guys vote on is any of her surviving pups will have the chance to have a challenge, or we could come back and do another year with Moxie, playing on accurate this time, because we were worried that would be too hard. It's turned out that that's not what's been difficult about this, and personally, I think we could take it on. So that is an option as well. You guys will have the chance to vote on that, and then at some point, interspersed with Lost Tales, we'll see Moxie and the Swift Pack come back, or Moxie or one of the descendants of the Swift Pack come back for another round, and we'll kind of just branch off with some various challenges from this pack and its descendants. So that'll be kind of an interesting thing. And again, I'll be framing this more of can we do this at all, versus we have to try to do this, and if we don't succeed, the story goes on, but there will be consequences. So that's sort of the difference there. The fox is just sleeping. Is he just sleeping? He is. Look at him just chilling there, despite Percy growling. Is he... Yeah, he was just sleeping. I was like, did Percy kill him? This fox. This is a bold little fox. Oh my goodness. Oh, there he goes. Oh my goodness. Oh, Percy's chasing him. I guess maybe he knew Moxie wasn't really gonna hurt him. But anyway, I think Percy's full on food. He's not full on food. All right, Percy, go eat. Stop messing with the fox and go eat. We're gonna let him finish his meal, and then we'll head back and finish marking the rest of the territory. But yeah, just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up on what's gonna be happening here, what's gonna happen with our challenge series. This will be alternating off with Lost Tales, as I've said. And so we'll have the chance to see some of those different challenges taking place. Let me know what you guys want to see. There will be a poll up at the end of Moxie's story. Alright, we have made it back to the rendezvous site. Well, just about, and just in the nick of time, considering that the pups are almost, oh, Clover's off by herself, I've just noticed, but the pups are just about ready to come out of the grass here all on their own. They are quite hungry as well. Now, I still do want to do the elk calf quest again. As we mentioned the last time, that is something we have the ability to do, but it's probably something we'll only have the ability to do this time because the elk calves are going to be getting older, and I don't think it counts once they rejoin the herds. But you guys did vote pretty unanimously to let us do that. We've just not actually found one. I've stumbled across the mothers once or twice, but it was either when we couldn't really hunt them, i.e. we were already in the middle of hunting a mule deer, or we just never found the calf. So yeah, I don't really know what to make of that, but now that these guys are growing, it would definitely be a good benefit to be able to bring back for them. We just need to actually track one down. And also, let's get a closer look at these guys as lanky babies. I don't think we actually did. Oh, they're all just so cute. I love the pups at this time of year. They just have like that slightly gangly, awkward vibe, and it's really cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, Clover, goodness. Clover, please, don't be all the way off in the grass here. I don't like when they run all the way over like that. Oh my goodness, is Percy feeding him? No, Mayhem's over here though, so we want to make sure. And Clover's staying put, kind of. Let's bring these guys over here. We do want to play with them a little bit more, and then we'll actually sleep through the night, get some rest. Oh, Mayhem just joined us. I was like, why do I only see Clover over there? It's because Buck. Was it Buck or was it Mayhem? I can't keep track of which puppy we just had to carry, because they're all running every which way. And I think Moxie is a little bit paranoid about trying to keep them kind of close to each other so that if something happens, they don't get split off and separated, because that's exactly the problem that we've had with all of these eagle attacks. And I know that's a little bit easier to deal with other predators, but still, I don't think Moxie feels very good about it. She wants her puppies to stay close together where they'll be easier to protect. And we just gotta keep an eye out in case something's running in. I should hope we're not about due for a predator attack after all of those eagle attacks, but I kind of get the sense that we probably are, so we want to make sure that we're being mindful. And we make sure to send the pups to the grass at night, since now that there's no risk of fleas, it's well worth making sure that they're protected. And I think that is exactly what we're going to do now that we've gotten the affinity pretty much up. Let's go ahead and we will woof them back into the grass here and get some rest ourselves, because I hear stranger wolves. Oh, there's a cougar. That's actually different. Oh goodness, I am. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Percy coming in clutch. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Oh, Buck, don't run away. Do not run away. Please go back in the grass, Buck. Buck, I'm gonna grab Buck. Can I grab Buck? Okay, good. I'm not sure that I've really had a cougar attack at a rendezvous site before, but the cougars do seem more aggressive now. I think that was something that got changed. The cougars were either bugged out or a little bit too skittish. But yeah, they sure do be more aggressive now. Goodness. I'm thankful it was a cougar and not coyotes or a stranger wolf, because at least if the puppies get snatched, you could still have a chance to rescue them, but man. Alright, dawn has arrived, but I think I do want to keep the pups in the grass. There's really not a reason to have them pop out just yet, because we mostly just need to go find them food. And the territory is actually okay today. I think we still will head down here and do some marking, but mostly, and the bison carcass seems to be gone, unfortunately, because I'm pretty sure we did mark it and it's no longer visible. But yeah, we're just going to do some territory marking. We'll try and find some food, maybe this mule deer here, or if we can find it in elk calf, but I have a feeling that they may already be gone because the pups are getting pretty big. They're up to about 17 pounds. So yeah, there might not be many elk calves around anymore. That is a mule deer that went this way. Let's actually focus on hunting first and just make sure we get that out of the way. Oh, there's a mule deer here. I think she's defending a baby, but that's fine. We can still hunt her. Nothing that specifies which does we can hunt as long as they are does. So let's just do that. We'll make sure that we don't get kicked too many times, but she should be pretty easy to bring down, I think. Hopefully. So, oh, there we go. It is easier to catch the ones that are standing still, not gonna lie. They are a little bit more vulnerable at this time of year. Even if we can't take full advantage of having the babies available, it does still seem to be a beneficial time of year in terms of hunting, at least, because a lot of the mule deer are much easier to capture. Alright, Percy's got a good bite. I'm just letting Moxie's stamina come back a little bit because she's been running low, and there we go. Another successful hunt. We will just brush up on some of this territory down here still, because even though it's not really decaying completely, it's nice to, oh, that's probably the baby, but it's nice to have that well brushed up on, because if we don't, then a lot of it decays all at once, which is kind of what we saw yesterday, and that's not good. All right, is Percy full too? All right, good. Let's go mark some territory. Oh, there's another carcass here. I don't know if this will be any good by the time tomorrow comes, because we're already pretty full on food, and also we did send Percy back because we're probably not going to need him to mark territory with us. Did that mark the carcass? It did. Good. Okay. Well, we have that there now, just in case we need it. I was looking around because there was baby music over here, and I'm not sure if it was this mule deer or if it was an elk, but yeah. If we could find that and it was an elk, that would let us complete the quest, but I'm not sure if we're going to find it or if it would be an elk, so I think we're going to keep moving. Oh, is this one an elk? That looks like it, yes, alright. This is perfect, because this will actually give us a really... That wasn't the baby, was it? No. This will give us a really clear shot at actually finding the baby. Percy's still back with the pups. We're not, like, running out of, energy or of affinity yet. And down here, it's really easy to see where all these grass patches are, so it's going to be a lot easier to actually find the baby. So we want to complete this quest. This may be our best chance to do it. I'm going to run around, lurk at some of these grass patches, and see if we can figure out where the calf is. Oh, there we go. Is that the elk calf? I believe so. All right. So we have completed this quest. There is the mother. Unfortunately, not a lot she can do, and we completed the quest. This is the one time we're allowed to do this, but this will help us feed our babies, and it ended up being probably just in the nick of time, because I expect that we're about to stop seeing the newborn calves and start seeing the slightly older calves any day now. So that'll clear that up. Once again, too, this is a little bit of a departure from what Moxie is normally allowed to do. The reason that a lot of you guys said you think she should be allowed to do it is because, as you saw, that was a quest. It is now gone because we've completed it. I guess I forgot they don't stick around. But you saw the quest completion dialogue, and of course, in the past, Moxie was allowed to break her challenge in order to complete quests. This was an optional quest, so I did ask you guys' opinion on whether or not she should be allowed to complete it, and everyone I saw commenting said yes. So yeah, you guys thought she should be allowed to do this, and so I'm gonna let her do it. Oh, it looks like the pups are out and about with Percy. I just noticed, I think it was Buck who went in the grass. And Percy is carrying some of them around. So I guess the new ability for the pups to be out at the den with the mate applies to the rendezvous site too, which does make sense. But we'll go ahead, we'll bring this back to them. It's a little bit of a departure from the typical food, so I bet they'll enjoy the... Oh, they're all sleeping. Oh my goodness, we just like dropped it on Mayhem's head. What a way to wake him up. But yeah, they'll have the chance to eat a little bit here if they so want to. They're pretty snoozy. I don't know if they will. Are they going to figure out they can eat it? They're not used to anything but mule deer, so hopefully they get up and eat. They're not that tired, right? Hopefully they will eat. I want to make sure they have enough food. Or did Percy feed them, actually? Oh, he's fed them. All right, then. That would explain why they really don't care. Well, I guess in that case, let's just woof them back in the grass and we'll play with them a little bit, but yeah, I guess we'll just leave this here and hopefully it stays overnight, because it is about time to wrap up again, it seems, and I think so far this went okay. I was a little worried about how dramatic things were getting, but so far so good. Everyone seems all right. They don't want to play because they're sleepy. All right, that's fine. We'll just chill out here for a little bit, but we will wrap this up here for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.